Hi, what's going on, guys? This is Martin Wanjohi from Excel Work. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, I'll be walking you through how to create an online database where you can store your data and also download it into Excel or PDF format. Stay tuned to learn how to do this. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments below. And if you like this video, you can go ahead and support it by giving it a thumbs up and also subscribing to be notified whenever we post new videos. Let's get started. Right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to create an online database using Google Sheets to do this. Google Sheets helps us to have the data stored in cloud and you can access it anytime, anywhere, provided that you have the required necessities. So I'm just going to show you an example of a form that we are going to be using. So this is the form that uh, we want to, every time it captures records, it stores them in an online database. So in our case, our online database is going to be Google Sheets. So this is a form that I created a while back. It's a survey form that is supposed to help my previous employers how to record data in terms of the reports that I was making. So each of the people who are supposed to add their details here, those details were supposed to be populated on an Excel sheet. So as you can see, this is what we want to imitate and create right now. So I'm just going to show you how to create this form, and we are going to get started by heading over to docs.google.com/forms. And once we are there, we're going to check what is able to be done if we are using a Google form. So let me just, uh, so what I would want to do here is to just come here and say create blank form. Remember, this is just an example that we are going to be used. So as you can see, we are just going to copy some of the details here. Uh, okay, allow. So I'm going to, I want to write this report. So this is SCM MTD report. It should match what is written here, the report survey. You can change the font, uh, but I'm not going to be doing that here. So I just want to copy what uh, most of the details here because it is basic details. You can add them anytime. So I'm just going to put it like that. And then we are going to, this is a question that we want people to answer. So we want a question here. The option for obtaining or getting the data is a multiple choice option. So here we want it to be yes, and then sorry, here we want it to be yes, and here we want it to be no. So I'm just going to write like that. Then I'm going to press here this button required, which makes the form uh, insist on you making a selection there. So and as you can see, it is also required. And then the next question is uh, this one here. So I'm just going to copy it and then I'm going to paste it here down here. And then I'm going to put the same questions, the same options for answers, yes and no. And also this is a required statement. So I'm just going to put here tick. And then I'm going to click this plus button. This plus buttons adds a question. Now in Google Forms, you can do a lot uh, with what they have provided. You're able to use any of these features here. So I'm going to, but it's pretty basic. If you think about it, if you just go to Forms and let your imagination run wild, there's nothing you can't accomplish. So that's why I'm going fast without explaining a lot here on this section, because most of it is self-explanatory. So I'm just going to put that there. Then I'm going to change this I do not want this to be a multiple choice. I want this to be a multiple choice grid. No, a linear scale. So I'm going to choose here. I'm going to first insert the description down below here. And okay, let me just, okay, it seems I need to click that, and then I add that description there. And then once I do that, now we have three questions. We have the first one, the second one, and the third one. And then we are going to add, okay, I think this is a report on its own, and also down below here. So we are also going to choose this. Uh, let me check here. So this is a paragraph. So what I want to choose is this one. I don't know why I'm heading over. Probably it's because I'm rushing. Uh, so this title is supposed to be on top here. Okay, let me just delete that title. It's going to confuse you. So I don't want that. I want to get straight to the point. And here we have this question: to what level is the ACM report accurate? So we want here to have very accurate. And here we want to have, okay, here we want to have very accurate. And then here we want to have very inaccurate. So this helps your form and the users who are filling it to be able to identify with the least score having been given very inaccurate and the most score being given very accurate. I hope that's how inaccurate is written, or it's not. I had included an extra n there. So I'm going to put this required, and then I'm going to add another linear scale. And here I'm going to put the next question, which is in a measurement of 1 to 10. So this has to go all the way to 10. The previous choice, we put it to go to 10 to 5. So how do we change this? So we first come here and choose number 10, and then here we want to describe the least score and the most score, the highest score. So we want to do that. Then we're going to put this required, and then we are going to add another question, and then add the 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 last. I think this is the last one. Uh, okay, it is not the last one, so I'm just going to put it here. And this one is a long answer text. So long answer text is just the same as saying a paragraph. So we want maybe the user to explain more a bit when they reach this section. And then we are going to go all the way to the next one. So this one is a multiple choice. We want to put it there. And then we want to give those options: no, yes, maybe. So we are going to put here no. And then we're going to put here yes. Then we're going to put here maybe. So maybe you have multiple choices that are more than even 10. What you can do, just come here, copy them from somewhere, and then when you come here, just click paste. When you paste, it's going to automatically add those choices, so you won't have to do the repetitive task of adding each one. So I'm going to go on to the next one, and the next one is going to ask us this question. So uh, we want to pick that question. And what I love about Google Forms is that it makes your work easier because it does not concentrate so much on how you are grabbing the data or how it's moving the data. It does that part for you. So all you're left to do with is inserting content. So like the way you have clicking inside the option field, you can see it already selects everything. I do not need to continue adding things on my own. So I'm just going to take this and then paste it here. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to put this required. And then uh, now this is the last question, which happens to be a paragraph. So I'm just going to add it here. And then I'm going to change this to a paragraph. And then once I'm done, this I do not need it to be required. So I won't click that icon. And the beauty of these sections, you can easily add a new section similar to this, but on the next page, so that when the user fills these details, they can go to the next page if they so desire. So it's not cumbersome for someone to fill a survey that's very long. They keep wondering when is it going to end. So you at least put a break in between these questions so as to give the user time to breathe, time to maybe reflect on what they have answered on these questions. So now I'm done with my report, and uh, so now what we want to do is to connect it with an online database where it will store this information. Now, if it stores this information without connecting it to an Excel sheet, you can always come back and connect it. This is the beauty of using Google Forms. You can always connect it to an Excel whenever you need. Like for instance, this report that I did back then, I did not connect it to an Excel. As you can see here, it is not connected. But as you can see, the responses are 33. So this data is stored somewhere on the Google servers. I don't know where, but if I were to click here, it would link it to a new sheet and populate those data and populate that data there. So for this section, I'm just going to put it here. So I'm going to click here, link to sheets. And then once I do that, it's going to ask me select the destination for the responses. So I'm going to choose create a new spreadsheet. You can always come to create and select an existing spreadsheet. So we don't want that. We don't want to complicate this. So I'm just going to create a new Excel sheet called survey. And then I'm going to head over to the top right and click create. So once I do that, it's going to tell me link has been created to the spreadsheet. Now it's going to open for me the Google Sheet section, and it's going to have all the form details that I'm going to be auto-populating. I'm going to show you how it looks once it is filled with data, once I click the link to sheets on my old form. So this Excel now, sorry, I mean this Google Sheet, now you have a place where you can store your data. And the beauty about this is that you can share it with anyone. Anyone who has the link can be able to access this Excel. But the purpose of database is to restrict access. So it's better for you to share just the form and the people to fill. And if you want to share to them the Google Sheets, you can as well do so by clicking this link, or you can download the pre-filled Excel or Google Sheet. You can download the pre-filled Google Sheet, and then you can share it with them. So I'm going to show you how now it looks once it has the data. So this is the data it has, and you can see how lovely it has cascaded the data. It has made an impact on visualizing even the data that I had uploaded that were answered by different categories of people. So this is very lovely. So I'm just going to head over here and click link to sheets. Once I click link to sheet, it's going to ask me the same question that it has asked me the other place. So I'm going to write this ACM MTD survey. Once I do that, I'm just going to click here, create. And now you'll see the magic that comes with using Google Sheets together with Google Forms. Now you have the data. So this is the data that I have. This data is actually very, very helpful. It can help anyone do their job easily wherever they are, regardless of uh, if they have knowledge about how to use Google Sheets. So Google Sheets, what I love about it is that it makes your work accessible in all manner of ways without having to rely so much on software. So as you can see now, we have the data here. The Google Sheet can be downloaded, it can be shared, it can make your work pretty easy because now you have the data here, you have it, and you are able to move it wherever you may seem. I can, for instance, here come and download it to an Excel, and it will download. And after downloading, I'll be able to open it, and I'll have the data now on my Excel worksheet. So this is the way you create an online database where you can store information and give people access to store data and make your work easier when it comes to data gathering. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you learned how to use Google Sheets to make your work easier. That's how you make work become more enjoyable and also accessible anytime, anywhere. You do not need to do it in the office. You can do it anywhere remotely, so long as the data is being saved somewhere. And the beauty of Google Sheet is that it offers you security. You won't have to worry about hackers trying to manipulate your database or SQL injection. We will cover that on a later topic, but for today, hope you learned how to make this thing a little bit easier. If you have any questions about how to use Google Forms or Google Sheets, you can let me know down on the comment section. Until next time, keep working.